This is a video tutorial for Subsurface. To start, go to the map, click an area you want to go to, and start. Use WASD to move, Shift to run, E to interact. Double click items on the inventory to move them. To the right of the sub is the bridge. To the bottom is a pump to pump water in or out, and harpoon gun for the captain to use. To the left is the airlock and engineering. First thing you want to do is to connect power online. Go to the top of engineering, to the reactor, interact, turn temperature control on, set the temperature to about 3000 to give us enough power. The oxygen generator is here. It will turn on automatically if there's enough power. This is the captain. He comes with a uniform. There's also an engineer and a mechanic who spawn in the cabins. Mechanics and engineers are the only ones who can use plasma cutters and welding tools. Plasma cutters use oxygen as fuel. To fill it with fuel, just drag the tank onto the plasma cutter. Same with the welding tool. The plasma cutter damages parts of the hull. Damaged parts will appear as grey. And black when destroyed. To repair, just use a welding tool. To use items such as the welding tool or with the harpoon gun, hold right click to aim and left click to use. The captain is the only one with weapon skill, so he is the only one who can use the harpoon gun. To use the harpoon gun, just equip it in your hands, load it with a spear, right click to aim and left to shoot. If the captain tries to use a plasma cutter or welding tool, it will explode in his face and he will be knocked unconscious for about 10 seconds. The captain is the only one with access to the bridge. Anyone else tries to open bridge doors, they won't open. But everyone has access to the nav computer, which is used to drive. Activate the radar first, and use this nav square to direct the sub. To start moving, you aim down so that the compartments in the bottom will start to fill with water. That will give us the weight we need to sink or dive. And aiming right or left, we'll use the engine as propulsion. Once we have some more water in once these are about filled up, we should start to dive. And then direct as needed to avoid obstacles such as these walls. This is a window we can see out of Gliding with rocks damages parts of the ship, so be careful. As I bring the nav square closer to the center, the pumps here will blow water out of these compartments. Make sure these doors are closed as well. To breathe underwater, you're going to need a diving mask. Right, I'll use this pump here to demonstrate. Set the flow to positive and turn it on so this will start to fill with water. And I'll turn it off once I'm submerged. My oxygen will start to go down. Once it reaches 0, I will die instantly. To survive, I need a diving mask, which I equip on the head, and then equip an oxygen tank onto it. To pump water out, set the pump to minus, and turn it on. To survive the pressure outside the sub, you're going to need a diving suit. It's equipped the same as a mask. It goes in the head slot, and then equip a tank onto it. The captain will have to remove all his clothes before he can equip a diving suit. Anyone can access the nav pump, as I mentioned earlier, and steer. The captain is the only one who can use weapons, such as the harpoon and the railgun. The railgun is located at the very top right. To use it, you'll need to fill these batteries, which are connected to the railgun. Each fire costs 500 power, so it's best to start charging them as soon as you have power. Hostiles will appear as blips on the radar. To use the railgun, interact with the rail controller, hold right click and left click to fire. But first you're going to need to load it with rail shells. Pick it up with E and then load, interact here, and like so. You can see it's loaded here, and if we have enough power then we can fire. You can also load those shells with C4, which is found here. To give it a little boost, I guess. Hopefully we have enough power. I didn't check. Parts of the sub get damaged that are next to the water. They start leaking in water. Like so. You want to patch those up as soon as you can. Using the mini-map on the bridge, you can detect which areas are filled with water. The only way to expel water is to use the pump at the very bottom. And turn it Oxygen will deplete even if you're in an oxygen environment. So whenever you're not using your suit or mask, always remove the oxygen tank so you can save oxygen. Depleted oxygen tanks can be refilled at the oxygen generator. Apparently. No? Alright, never mind then. Alright, and that's all the basics to Subsurface. Thank you for watching this tutorial.